All right, good evening, USA, Canada, International, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and Queens, New York native of Lawton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging out with me on the 247th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast, a comedy show platform based on wild, crazy, and fun topics in entertainment news, music, real life, um, a little bit of everything in between. Live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube. And aside myself is the Instagram live feed. So make sure you turn on your notifications so you can know when I'm going to be on Instagram live on separate podcast show pages, including this one right here. Make sure you follow on Instagram right here. And to know when each episode is going to be dropping. Now, if you're new to the channel and you missed any previous episodes whatsoever, don't worry. I got your back. All you need to do is go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555, where you see all the New York episodes on there. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes. Tap the noti bell alongside with alerts so you can be reminded on when the podcast recording is going to start via live stream. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Download these episodes, very important, alongside with sharing the episodes, sharing the videos. Be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes whatsoever. And of course, be sure to tell a friend to another friend. And of course, be sure to spread the word to everybody. And I'll handle the rest on where you can actually listen to the podcast episodes. Okay, so by the way, by the way, if you want to be a guest on the podcast and you want to chime in on the topics or whatever, or even be a guest co-host with me, you know what I'm saying? All you need to do is go ahead and email the show off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast at gmail.com. All right. That's what NY stands for. So you should know this by now. Boom. And also, um, want to support the show right here? You can go ahead and make a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is $ G Money Stacks 555. That's $ capital G, lowercase MONEY, at the capital S, lowercase TACKZ 555. And another option is you can actually donate to Anchor. You know what I'm saying? Even though that it is now Spotify for podcasters, don't you worry about that one right there. I am going to do a separate episode about that, so don't worry about that right now. And yeah, you don't need to be from a rich family to actually support somebody like myself. Um, all you need to do is make sure you pick whatever amount of money you are comfortable with that you want to donate, that you desire will be appreciated. And also you can leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser alongside with Podfriend, alongside with Spotify. And you can share the episodes on Spotify as well. All right. So there you have it right there. One moment. All right. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We have some transit stuff that we need to get to right here. Um, Let me make sure that I actually get everything set up here. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. We got it. All right, now we can go to our New York Mass Transit files. And this is pertaining to the restrooms that's going to be opening in May. So let's get into it right here, right now. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, this one is a little okay, the title is a little weird though. Take the P train. Take the P train. Oh man. Okay, so oh shit. All right, so here's what's happening here. Subway riders can expect some relief in the coming months with bathrooms at 12 more stations set to reopen in May after being shuttered during the COVID-19 slamdemic. The announcement by New York City Transit President Rich Davey on Wednesday means that strap hangers can even expect to flush toilets once again at Flushing Main Street, plus 11 other less appropriately named stops starting May 2nd. The bathrooms at the 12 stations, one men's and one women's room at each, join those at 9 other stations that have reopened since the slamdemic. They represent just 30% of the bathrooms at 69 stations, means hold on, 69 stations that were open prior to the slamdemic. The MTA shut them down as a means to stop the spread of the coronavirus. The first 9 stations to reopen came online in January and have been heavily used since. The flush counter tracking usage at those stations those stations has recorded over 35,000 flushes since they reopened. Our end quote, our customers are clearly using these facilities and amenities, said Davey, and that's why we're gonna open this new trenche. The bathrooms will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with a 1 hour cleaning window from noon to 1 p.m. The lavatories have undergone a revamp, getting new motion activated faucets, new hand dryers, and new privacy panels. Davey said that the agency is pursuing a phased reopening of bathrooms instead of doing it all at once due in part of a shortage of available cleaners. The agency is currently onboarding about 50 cleaners per month, he said, with a goal of hiring about 550 end of line cleaners and 270 station cleaners. Davey said hiring the cleaners in house instead of contracting to the private sector will save money in the long term, and the financial benefits are included as part of the $400 million in efficiency savings uh, that make up part of Governor Kathy Hochul's MTA rescue plan. Wow, $400 million. Wow, that's pretty interesting to actually say, to plan something like that. Okay, so let's get into. All right, so okay. Also, complicating a full reopening is the poor condition that some of the shuttered bathrooms are in. In quote, a number of the bathrooms are in just bad shape, Davey said. So we do not want to open up facilities that are otherwise discouraging our customers from using them. So we have some work to do. Some require some significant capital investment as well. And so we're going through in that regard. Even before the slam dam, bathrooms were only about 15% of the system. On Wednesday, Davies said there were no plans to build new bathrooms at stations currently without them. Sorry about that. Um, yeah. Of the 35,000 flushes recorded since January, men's rooms have apparently recorded more than 3 times as many as women's rooms. Excuse me. Davey said with 27,000 and 8,400 flushes, respectively. I don't know if that says we're poor planners or we have smaller bladders, said Davey. May May 2nd, commuters can expect relief once again at the following stations, starting with the Bronx, Norwood, 205th Street on the D line, Woodlawn on the 4 line, Brooklyn, Atlantic Avenue, Barclay Center, the D, N, and R lines, 36th Street, the D, N, and R lines. Yes. Subway trains, yes, is what I'm getting at. Yes. So Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue, D, F, N, and Q train lines. Euclid Avenue, the A and C train lines. Manhattan, 168th Street, A and C subway lines. 72nd Street, the Q train line. Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall, 456 lines. 57th Street, 7th Avenue, N, Q, and R train lines. Queens, Flushing, Main Street, 7 train line. Queensboro Plaza, 7 N and W trains. All right. Yeah, we got some more transit stuff that we got to get to right here. So let's get to let's get to what Chuck Schumer has to say about all this. Okay. Before I do that, let me just get a shout out to the people that's in the live stream chat real quick. Hold on. And shout outs to the crew from Pick Six with Nora and Nick. Check out their podcast on there right here on Spotify and anywhere else where you get your podcast. And shout outs to Queen's Finest 86, aka Dominique. I see you. How you feeling? Hope everything is all right with you, with work and stuff. So, anyway, so amid all the talk over the dire financial situation befalling the Metropolitan Transportation Authority and what to do about it, there's been one glaringly missing component: the federal government. In her executive budget this month, Governor Kathy Hochul proposed a slight increase in the payroll mobility tax, an enlarged annual city subsidy, and future casino revenues to shore up the MTA's shaky finances. The transit the transit agency for months had said it would hurdle over a fiscal cliff without new dedicated funds from government partners, with lagging post-pandemic ridership, decimating fare box revenue, and emergency federal COVID aid drying up, leaving a gaping hole in the MTA budget. Okay, that's gotta suck. Fiscal cliff. I don't like the sound of this. Left untreated, the deficit would grow to nearly $3 billion by 2026 and require the agency to pursue hiring, fare hikes, service cuts, and layoffs. The MTA has praised the governor's rescue plan, but various other stakeholders have chafed at it. Hmm, let's see. Mayor Eric Adams has complained it's not fair to put $500 million of annual subsidy on the city and exempt all the municipalities, and that the city can't afford it anyway. Suburban lawmakers say only the city should be foisted with the increased payroll tax, arguing the benefits of mass transit disproportionately benefit urban urbanites. And progressive lawmakers, advocates, and laborers say the plan doesn't go far enough and should be expanded to fund guarantee 6 minute headways on subways. Hmm. This is a tough call, actually, for the MTA and everything else. This is a tough call, unfortunately. Um, yeah, tough call. Okay, so, but in terms of the permanent solutions to the MTA's woes, it's mostly been crickets. Oh gosh, can we not do this? Yeah, yeah. Post crickets has been crickets from the feds, who are arguably in the best position to rescue the flailing authority amid decimated ridership and cratering finances at the height of the slamdemic. Let's see. Congress sent $15 billion in emergency operating aid to the MTA to keep the system afloat, and also committed billions to mass transit in the federal infrastructure bill. Um, though to though a puny sum compared to money for highways and other car infrastructure. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see. Senator no Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Washington's second most powerful Democrat, was integral in securing those funds. But when asked by AM New York Metro about the prospect of permanent support, he was sympathetic but non-committal. Just as in the past, we're gonna fight to get as much federal money as we as we can. Plain and simple. Schumer said aboard a Long Island Railroad train with Governor Hochul and MTA Chair General Lieber on Sunday. I believe in mass transit. No one ever thought we'd get $15 billion during COVID. No one ever thought we'd get all the money we've gotten for Gateway and the bipartisan infrastructure bill. We're going to keep fighting for mass transit. Yep, $15 billion. And hang on. Schumer says that further expanded funding for mass transit is dead in the water for the time being, not for economic reasons, but political ones. Republicans famously hostile to mass transit riders and in love with gas guzzling automobiles now control the House of Representatives. So now Schumer says the best transit riders can hope for out of Washington is scraps. End quote. Are there people in Washington who don't want to do mass transit? Absolutely, said the majority leader. But so far, every time we fought them, we've won. The dean of New York's House delegation, Jerry Nadler, had virtually the same take. He supports the idea of permanent aid, but isn't optimistic in the current Congress. Well, I'd like to do that. Nadler told AM New York Metro at Grand Central Madison on Sunday, but with a Republican House, it's unlikely at least during this Congress. Reps for House Speaker Kevin McCarthy did not respond to multiple requests for comment. Pre-COVID, the Fed's contribution to the MTA's operating budget was generally in the form of grants from the Department of Transportation. The main chunks of MTA funding consist of fare box revenue as well as taxes and subsidies from the state and city. Even with a state rescue plan, New York's transit riders are still set to pay higher subway and bus fares sometime this year. A 5.5% fare hike this year could bring a subway or bus ride up to $2.90. Another hike in 2025 would pass the dreaded $3 threshold. A MetroCard swipe or Omni tap has cost $2.75 since 2015. Jeez, man. Okay. But the fare hike would be larger and accompanied by devastating service cuts and layoffs. If Hochul's rescue plan doesn't make it through Albany's budget dance, NTA leaders said at the monthly board meeting last week. Um, Before the MTA adopted its 2023 budget and Hochul presented her rescue plan, State Comptroller Tom DiNapoli estimated that if the MTA went over the fiscal cliff, riders could be left having to pay fares as high as $3.50 in order for the MTA to pay its bills and run its trains. Whether such a scenario prompts federal action remains to be seen. So, supposedly, there's supposed to be some type of meeting on April 1st. So, this is a wait and see. This is more of a wait and see type of thing. Up next, latest subway new cars rolls into service on the A line. Welcome, welcome the new long-awaited R211 subway cars to the MTA family. The MTA held a ribbon cutting ceremony to celebrate the arrival of its latest subway cars, the first to enter the system in more than 5 years. The glistening and unspoiled R211 cars with signature blue and gold seats started their journey on the A line at the northernmost tip of the line at 207th Street Station in Upper Manhattan's Inwood. The event was live streamed, and lucky members of the public jumped on board long before the train pulled out of the station. The event the event represented the arrival of the first batch of R211 cars, with the rest of the R211 fleet designated for the A line to come in a few months, according to New York City Transit President Richard Davey. Today is the first day to roll out a number of these cars, Davey said. We're excited to retire some cars that survived not only 8 U.S. presidencies and probably 208 New York City Transit presidencies. The Kawasaki manufactured cars will then expand to the C line. The train is part of a 535 R211 car order, with an additional 640 cars on top of that. The Staten Island Railway will also use the R211s. We're pushing 1,200 cars into the New York City subway system, said MTA Chair and CEO General Lieber. We're ready to really start taking advantage of new signaling and run more trains. The R211s come with security cameras on the ceilings, wide door openings 58 inches compared to 50 on exiting train cars, open gangways, passageways, um, similar to articulated buses with their shotgun layouts. Oh no. Digital route maps above the doors, additional accessible seating, including flip seats to accommodate wheelchairs, red and green flashing lights lining doors to signify entry and departure times, brighter lighting and signage. Some R211 models, such as the one at the inaugural run, have doors between each car. Excuse me. Others will have open passageways. Strap hangers can expect some features to remain the same, including the um, ubiquitous robotic stand clear of the closing door, please announcements. Yeah. The A line is one of the MTA's longest, stretching 31 miles from Inwood in Manhattan and ending in Far Rockaway in Queens. One city legislator who attended the event said it was time that the MTA provided modern, clean cars. From Inwood to Far Rockaway, New Yorkers deserve state-of-the-art subway infrastructure, said Selvina Brooks Powers, chair of the City Council's Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, who attended the unveiling. New Yorkers deserve subways that are clean, safe, and accessible for everyone, including the elderly and members of the disability community, with wider doors, more accessible seating, and security cameras, which is a big deal. Though a man of a few words, MTA train operator Tito Thorpe shared his excitement to be the first to pilot the R211s. He emphasized the modern and up to date cars that he said will grow on him like a new shoe. I get to be the first train operator to take this train into service with customers, Thorpe said. I'm very hopeful it's going to be an eventful evening. Um, okay. Yeah. So let's see what else we have on the agenda. Oh shit. Let me see. All right. Before I forget, anything, I'm going to save the wayfinding signage at Grand Central Madison St. Patty's Day parade thing for things to do for the 3-day weekend. I'm gonna save that. All right, so let's see what else. Um okay. So let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me take a look and see who is in the chat. Let's see. Sam underscore Crystal. Appreciate you for viewing this. If you are in the Instagram live feed and you know I'm on Instagram live, you can always say hi, make a comment about the topics that's being discussed in today's episode or any episodes that I talk about. You're more than welcome to do that. Just to let you know. All right, so let me just get that out there. Let me make sure I get to the right thing. Okay. I want to make sure that I have everything to talk about. Okay, so the next topic we're going to be talking about, this has to do let me see. Okay. Now before we even get to the music stuff, we need to talk about what the hell TikTok has been the biggest topic. TikTok has been the biggest topic ever. So we're gonna get into a little thing that I like to call chatting or the jazz right here. And I'm going to actually get to the other. All right. All right. Um One moment. Hold on. I got more. All right. Let's get to TikTok, man. Lately, TikTok has been the biggest trending topic ever, actually. So we need to get to it right here. And first and foremost, before I even get to where TikTok is actually being, you know, okay. Before I even get to the before I get to the top 10 sites to buy TikTok followers and likes and stuff, which is unbelievable, and then how and why is banning. Um, we also got to talk about the root here, man. We need to talk about the root of the issue here. So TikTok being threatened to be banned. Hmm. Well, let's see. Let's see. Um, need to get this is crazy. So, but anyway, hold on. Okay, here is the root of the issue with TikTok here. So, the Biden administration has threatened to ban TikTok in the U.S. unless the social media company's Chinese owners divest their stakes in it, according to news reports on Wednesday. The move, first reported by the Wall Street Journal, is the most dramatic in a series of escalations by U.S. officials and legislators, driven by fears that U.S. user data held by the company could be passed on to China's government. It also comes amid a global backlash to the popular video based app over concerns about the potential for Chinese spying, with countries including the UK, Canada, and Australia recently moving to ban the app from government phones. The US has already banned TikTok on federal government devices, but this marks the first time under Biden's administration that a potential nationwide ban on TikTok has been threatened. Any US ban would face significant legal hurdles. Biden's predecessor, Donald Trump, I'm getting tired of hearing him, um, had tried to ban TikTok in 2020, but was blocked by the courts. A TikTok spokesperson, Brooke Aberwetter. Aberwetter, oh man, told Reuters that the company had recently heard from the U.S. Treasury led Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, which demanded that the Chinese owners of the app sell their shares and said otherwise they would face a possible U.S. ban of the video app. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, 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 crazy right there, man. Ah, man. Talk about a crash and burn. All right, so TikTok is one of the world's most popular social networks with more than 100 million US users. The journal says 60% of shares in ByteDance, which owns TikTok, are owned by global investors, 20% by employees, and 20% by its founders. CFIUS, a powerful national security body in 2020, had unanimously recommended that ByteDance divest TikTok. If protecting national security is the objective, divestment doesn't solve the problem. A change in ownership would not impose any new restrictions on data flows or access, TikTok's Oberwetter said in a statement. The move comes as TikTok CEO Shu Chu is due to appear before the U.S. Congress next week. TikTok and CFIUS have been negotiating for more than 2 years on data security requirements. TikTok said it has spent more than $1.5 billion on rigorous data security efforts and rejects spying allegations. Well, man, damn, that has to really suck, man. Okay, that really sucks, though, man. You know what I mean? That has to really suck. Unfortunately. And that's not all. Oh, no! Yeah, that'd be ridiculously crazy though, man. And if that happens though, man, if that really happens and shit, man, I'll say this though, man, with the whole thing with TikTok, man. If this shit happens, if it gets banned, it's gonna be in a lot. It's gonna be in financial trouble as it is, worse than the MTA, man. They're really drowning in debt right now, man. Yeah. Oh man. Oh my gosh. TikTok said on Wednesday that the best way to address concerns about national security is with the transparent US based protection of US user data and systems with robust third party monitoring, vetting, and verification. China accused the US of spreading this information and suppressing TikTok. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, suppression. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. So the US has yet to present evidence that TikTok threatens its national security and was using the excuse of data security to abuse its power to suppress foreign companies. The foreign ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin told reporters at a daily briefing the US should stop spreading this information about data security, stop suppressing the relevant company, and provide an open, fair, and non discriminatory environment for foreign businesses to invest and operate in, the US, Wang said. The news of a potential U.S. ban file reports this week that Britain is moving forward with its own plan to ban TikTok on government cell phones. The European Commission announced a similar ban last month, and on Monday, Rishi Sunak, the the UK Prime Minister, hinted that he may file suit, saying he would take whatever steps are necessary to protect Britain's security. The cabinet office, the cabinet office's announcement of a potential ban could come as early as Thursday. Sources told The Guardian, which reported that some critics and experts were calling for Britain to extend the ban to also cover personal cell phones, and personal cell phones of officials and ministers. Talk talk of restrictions across the globe have escalated in recent weeks after news of the Chinese spy balloon that was found hovering over the US. The scandal prompted a US congressional committee to move forward with legislation that would empower the US president to ban the app. Michael McCall, a GOP congressman and chair of the committee, said he feared TikTok was akin to spy um, balloon in your phone. Amid the increasing scrutiny, TikTok earlier this month announced a data security plan that would protect user information across Europe. That plan, called Project Clover, involves data storage on servers in Ireland and Norway, with a third party IT company vetting any transfers of data outside of Europe. So, Reuters contributed reporting. I hope you appreciated this article. Before you move on, I was hoping you would consider taking the step of supporting the Guardian's journalism. From Elon Musk to Rupert Murdoch, a small number of billionaire owners have a powerful hold on so much of the information that reaches the public about what's happening in the world. The Guardian is different. We have no billionaire owner or shareholders to consider. Our journalism is produced to serve the public interest, not profit motives. And we avoid the trap that befalls much U.S. media, the tendency born of a desire to please all sides, to engage in false equivalence in the name of neutrality. Yeah, neutrality. While fairness guides everything we do, we know there is a right and a wrong position in the fight against racism and for reproductive justice. When we report on issues like the climate crisis, we're not afraid to name who is responsible. And as a global news organization, we're able to provide a fresh outside perspective on U.S. politics, one so often missing from the insular American media bubble. Around the world, readers can access the Guardian's paywall free journalism because of our unique reader supported model. That's because of people like you. Our readers keep us independent, um, beholden to no outside influence, and accessible to everyone, whether they can afford to pay for news or not. Yeah, right. And more TikTok news that we need to get to right here. What's this I'm hearing that what's this I'm hearing about TikTok trying to buy followers? I don't really understand this. Like this is no, hold on. No. Why is websites trying to buy TikTok? I don't really get it. Let's get into it. And yes, the name of the episode is Best Websites for TikTok Likes of 2023, which is just very strange and ridiculous, but okay. And this is from Brenda Valab, brandavelab.com. Okay, so let's see. TikTok has become a massive social media app for individuals and businesses in just a short duration. It is a creative, trend driven platform for producing, viewing, and sharing 15-second videos for all imaginable intents and purposes. However, it can be difficult for individuals who just started a TikTok account to gain a foothold in social media influence. As a result, many websites sell followers, views, and likes for a simple reason: to enable startup TikTok accounts to gain some online traction. Read along to find 10 of the best sites to buy TikTok followers and likes that promise instant results. Okay, let me just say this shit though, man. And y'all can let me know. Y'all can let me know in the comments and um on the Instagram live feed and the YouTube live feed. How do y'all feel about the whole thing about TikTok being banned in the US and other international places? Um as far as like, national security and the spying balloon. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of get the part about how there was a balloon that's spying on people and stuff. I kind of get the privacy part. I kind of get that, but I don't know where this shit is gonna go. But y'all let me know. I'll actually make this a question after I get off the air. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay, so let's just take a look here, man. Um, and let's see. Let me see. It's crazy, man. So before we move into the top list, let us conclude that the number one service provider is socialviral.com. All right, so the top 10 best sites to buy TikTok followers and likes. Oh gosh. Okay, so you are now equipped with some pointers for choosing merchants of TikTok likes and followers to help you ease into the vast TikTok network. The reviewer has narrowed down the list of suppliers to just 10 websites. Look at them closely and consider your budget and your time frame. Nah, that's not happening. Yeah, so number one, socialviral.com. At Social Viral, you can buy TikTok followers cheap and even rely on them to be authentic and active. Social Viral has high standards, and that is why hundreds of famous influencers and celebrities take advantage of its services. The smallest TikTok package on offer at Social Viral is 50 followers, and it costs 1.58. No, excuse me, $1.58. Sheesh. However, you can choose from several other packages of 100, 250, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, or 5,000 followers. Oh gosh. That shit makes no sense to me, man. All right. While the largest package of 5,000 followers costs $9.99, the packages get cheaper per follower as they get larger. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. Why are people stooping this low to actually do some shit like this? This is crazy. Okay, this is very crazy right here. I have to say. All right, so let's keep going here. All right, so this is crazy. Regardless of the package, you can expect to learn how to get TikTok followers fast and of the highest quality. Social Viral also offers the same packages and prices for TikTok likes if you are not in it for the followers. Well, I don't know about that one right there, man, but that's kind of crazy though. And Storm Stormlikes.net number two, Stormlikes.net. Another reliable supplier of TikTok followers is Storm Likes. Its smallest TikTok package is 100 followers at $2.99, while its biggest offers 10,000 followers at $199.99, which is $200. Um, Other package sizes include 250, 500, 1,000, 2,500, and 5,000 TikTok followers. Oh gosh, that's so fucking ridiculous, man. I don't understand this shit though. I really don't. This is crazy, man. And I hate to say this. This is so beyond ridiculous. All right, let me see who's on here on the chat. Let me take a look here. JR Media Comics. Okay. All right, so let's get it. Boy. So, like also viral TikTok products, Storm likes alternatives get cheaper the larger the package becomes. All right. That's ridiculous, man. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a little whiz. Anyway, um, okay, where were we? Yes. Yes, Storm likes guarantees instant or gradual delivery of real followers who will radically boost the visibility of your TikTok account. If you need likes instead of followers, Storm Likes offers the same packages, but it adds a 10,000 likes package. Nevertheless, its 5,000 likes pack has the best value as it only costs $62.55. Jeez Louise, man. Really? Really? Wrong one. That's ridiculous, man. That sounds crazy though, man. And I'm not sure if I want to actually be a part of that shit though. That's crazy. All right. So number three, Fame Shop. Unlike social, viral, or storm likes, Fame Shop focuses on products solely for TikTok. Fame Shop assures every customer they only deliver followers, likes, views, and shares from safe TikTok accounts. This website offers TikTok followers, views, likes, and shares, each with several package offerings. The roundup of TikTok follower packages you can find on Fame Shop includes 100, 250, 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, and even 20,000 followers. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me see. And Awesome Cookie, my favorite person. Yes. So, all right. So, let's see. Yes. So, so while, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So the round of a TikTok follow. Yeah, I already read that part. While the 100 follower package on this website costs more than the ones from Social Viral or Storm Likes, its 10,000 follower pack is cheaper than $99.99, which I find it to be a ripoff. Who the hell do you know is buying fucking likes and followers, man? Like I see this shit all the time on Instagram too. Like this is not funny, man. This is not funny because you're basically trying to rob people of their hard-earned money for likes and shit. No, I couldn't do that shit. That shit is so fake to me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, alternatively, Fame Shop only offers TikTok likes in packages up to 5,000 count. The good thing about its likes offerings is that they are cheaper than those found on Social Viral and Storm likes. Number four, Explore in Life. While its primary target client base is on Instagram, Explore in Life also offers TikTok, Facebook, and SoundCloud services. You can expand your TikTok network by using this company's TikTok follower packages, including 100, 500, 1,000, and 5,000 followers. The good thing about Explore in Life is that its 100 follower package for TikTok is cheaper than the ones from Social Viral, Storm Likes, and Fame Shop. It only costs $2.30. Yeah, let's see. Furthermore, the largest package of 5,000 followers can give you the best bang for your buck with the base price of $69.99. However, if you need more than 5,000 followers from a single transaction, you can save more by choosing larger packages. When you buy TikTok likes from Explore Life, you can choose from 8 different packages. RAW 100 likes costing $1.99 to 25,000 likes priced at $235. Oh boy. And number 5, Social Fans Geek. At Social Fans Geek, you can boost your creative content with social media marketing and promotion services across several platforms. It enables you to create your social media buzz and increase your account engagement with a data driven social media presence. The company offers TikTok, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, SoundCloud, and Pinterest services. For TikTok, Social Fans Geek boosts one of the lowest rates for a package of 100 followers, costing only 70 cents. In addition, you can choose from sets of 200, 500, 1,000, 10,000, and 25,000 TikTok followers. On the other hand, if you want to buy TikTok likes from Social Fans Geek, you can choose among three packages: 1,000, 3,000, and 5,000 likes. Let me see. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is fucking ridiculous, man. Number six, Skill Patron. Skills Patron has several services to offer in its database, but the reviewer will focus on its social media marketing department. Okay, let me see. Yeah. It is one website where you can buy TikTok followers cheap. This company charges a 5 cent fee of for every follower, and each like from their team of marketers costs 1 cent. The reviewers like that Skill Patron gives any customer free reign when choosing the number of followers or likes to purchase. You can go as low as one follower or one like, and the sky is the limit when you need to purchase a large package. Cheese. Number seven, Best Point Online. If you are looking for a merchant that sells a combination of followers, likes, and views in a single hassle-free transactions, check out Best Point Online. You will find three drop-down menus listing the different available packages for each service category as you open the widget. Followers and likes are available in 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, and 10,000 kits. You can purchase as many as 20,000 likes. However, the corresponding fees for these packages are a bit higher compared to equivalent sets available on the previously mentioned websites. Follow on number 8. Follow on covers many social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. If you ever want to check out their services for TikTok, they offer real followers, likes from real users, live stream viewers, and post and video views. Their smallest package contains 1,000 followers or likes and costs $3. What is it? Or roughly $3.33 at the time of writing. Oh boy. Oh my lord. The things that people do to steep this low, man. Yeah. Number 9, Managergram. While Managergram's primary services revolve around Instagram, it also offers products for boosting personal accounts on social media apps. Its extensive offerings include packages for YouTube, TikTok, SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. You will also find LinkedIn, Spotify, Pinterest, Reddit, and Clubhouse services. When you use this website to buy TikTok followers, you can get them in 500, 1,000, 5,000, and 20,000 monthly increments. This service costs about less than half the price of similar services from Skill Patron. On the other hand, if you choose to buy TikTok likes, you can choose from 500, 1,000, 10,000, or 50,000 likes. Compared to Skill Patron, the cost of each like will be double. Oh gosh. Number 10, finally, Likes Geek. Likes Geek provides and handles social media marketing services for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, SoundCloud, and Vimeo. They also offer Twitch, LinkedIn, Spotify, Pinterest, and likes service packages. When you get TikTok followers from Likes Geek, you have the freedom to choose how many followers to buy. Unlike Managergram and Best point online. Likes Geek can sell you as little as 100 followers for $2.95, or for 50 likes for 85 cents. Oh Lord. Okay. How to choose merchants of TikTok followers and likes. The interest is overly diluted, with thousands and thousands of websites claiming to raise your social media accounts to the height of fame. As a result, a mere individual could be the target of unscrupulous online suppliers that would siphon your hard-earned cash. Many fraudulent websites will entice you to buy TikTok likes with the promise that you will get TikTok followers after some time. Others will ask you to buy TikTok followers cheap, only to leave you with obviously automated traffic swarming your TikTok account. The only way you can rest assured that you are buying from a reliable website is to investigate. Here are a few pointers. Pointer one, trust Google. If you try typing buy TikTok followers into Google, the results are endless. About a dozen pages of website lists will appear, and you can easily get confused while choosing which links to click. Nevertheless, you can trust that Google is an unmatched search engine authority scrutinizing every website. The most desirable option will appear at the top of the list, and it will do you well not to look further than 5 pages. Shit. That's fucking ridiculous, man. Pointer two, look for ratings, rankings, and reviews. Aside from picking from the top websites appearing on Google's first few pages after a search, you can also analyze a website's reputation. While each website will have its in-house reviews, it pays to check ratings and reviews from third-party companies. These companies will tell you how to buy followers on TikTok and where to buy TikTok likes. However, you will also find some sources with fake reviews and rankings, which is why fact checking can help. Point Pointer three, give them a tryout. After choosing where to buy TikTok followers for the first time, don't spend all your budget on the first try. First, give the supplier a try. Understand how to buy followers on TikTok from their platform and see how its smallest package turns out. Doing so ensures that you get your money's worth, especially if you plan to buy TikTok followers in much larger packages. Point of four, don't keep all your eggs in one basket. If you can't wait for the results of trying out a single website, you can always do the trials with several suppliers simultaneously. Not only you will learn how to get TikTok followers, but you will also see which suppliers deliver what you need in the shortest duration. Buying TikTok followers, oh gosh. Listen, hold on. Buying TikTok followers facts. Okay. This is ridiculous, man. And I don't know, man. This is just look, I'm just gonna say this, man, because I'm just gonna say this though. This is a scam, okay? This is one of the craziest scams that I ever heard in my life, man. Like, why are you trying to manipulate people into fucking buying likes and followers for validation? Like, this shit doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm not even gonna continue with the rest of the stuff. So this is not making any damn sense to me. So I'm not gonna continue with all of this. So let's get into hold on a minute here. Hold on. This is crazy. And also in more TikTok news that we need to get to, I forgot about this too. All right, so when you scroll on my TikTok for you page, you see Selena and Haley drama, vegetarian recipes, cats comedy, and a lot of capybaras. That might not seem particularly threatening to you, but it sure does to governments across the world. It seems like everyone is trying to ban TikTok. This is crazy. Yeah. Um so why the US wants to actually just mention this actually. Yeah, I just talked about this actually. So this is just crazy to me. Anyway, so why is the US why the US wants to ban TikTok? TikTok was once an American app named musical dot ly, but Chinese tech company ByteDance bought it in 2017. During the early days of shelter in place regulations in the US, TikTok had a real moment, and the moment maintained itself. We saw people gain fame from viral dances and cooking videos, and we saw how the U.S. government would handle a nation obsessed with content driven by a foreign-owned tech company. Too, in January 2019, the American think tank Peterson Institute for International Economics investigated the social media platform and found that the app had the ability to send data to its parent company in China, ByteDance. Later in 2019, Senators Marco Rubio, Tom Cotton, and Chuck Schumer Chuck Schumer asked the government to investigate the app. Eventually, presidents, including already I'm not even gonna get into the whole Donald Trump shit. And Joe Biden looked into banning TikTok. The Trump era executive order said TikTok's data collection threatens to allow the Chinese Communist Party access to Americans' personal and proprietary information. The result of TikTok having this information and giving it to the Chinese government would Trump said pave the way for China to track the locations of government employees, conduct espionage, and build dossiers for blackmail. Investigative journalist Emily Baker White has uncovered some unsettling examples of ByteDance employees performing high tech surveillance on her and an associate, and shown that the U.S. data supposedly quarantined in the U.S. was accessed from China. Oh boy. This is crazy. Oh boy. This is crazy. I swear, this is so crazy right there, man. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Let me all right, so let's keep going here. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on a sec. While these episodes are deeply troubling to say, they make TikTok, in the words of Marco Rubio, a double CP puppet company, strange plausibility. Experts don't all agree, for instance, about the degree of the Chinese government's involvement. Georgetown University law professor um, Anu Anu Palm Chandler, told NPR that the claims that TikTok is sharing U.S. users' data or using it for political gain lacks a good deal of confirmation. There is no evidence of this, Chander said. None of the claims here, even the insider claims that some employees make about access by people in China. Chander explained. The access isn't by the Chinese government, but rather others within the ByteDance corporate structure to look at data about TikTok employees and others in the United States. It is clear, however, that the app is threatening America's dominance over tech. Just to look at all the ways America owned tech companies have been copying TikTok, including vying for ways to copy its enticing for you algorithm. As far as data goes, some lawmakers believe that TikTok is being used as a tool for the Chinese Communist Party to spy on Americans, which might be a bit of a stretch. Moreover, some activist groups, such as the ACLU, say banning TikTok would violate the First Amendment. What U.S. TikTok bans have looked like so far? A barrage of bills attempting to limit TikTok's reach because of the alleged data sharing became flooding U.S. lawmakers' desks in late 2019. Most of them poorly thought out, ineffective, and in a word, doomed. First came Senator Josh Hawley's National Security and Personal Data Protection Act, which would ban ByteDance from spending Americans' personal data to China. He also introduced a bill that would ban downloading the app on government devices, a proposal that would eventually stick. By the end of 2019, the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Army banned TikTok from all government-issued devices. Then former President Donald Trump attempted sloppily to ban the app. And in August 2020 executive order, Trump said TikTok had 45 days to be sold to an American company or it would be banned. TikTok filed an injunction in response and the ban stalled. Meanwhile, TikTok instated an American CEO, part of its nonstop effort to distance itself from China. Then we reached the Biden era. Within the first few months of his presidency, Biden dropped all of Trump's attempted TikTok bans, but still asked the government to review the app for security threats, which is kind of smart. While the effort behind all those bans might seem aggressive, it didn't have much of an impact beyond political statements. Just because the app is banned on government devices doesn't mean people working in the government can't use the app. They just can't on their work phones. And schools like the University of Mississippi that have banned the app on institutional Wi-Fi and devices are just forcing students to use a different Wi-Fi connection or their cellular plan to access the app instead. Furthermore, even the most effective ban imaginable would mean that ByteDance can't do business in the US, meaning Apple and Google couldn't host the platform on their app stores. But you still be able to consume TikTok videos. It would just be way harder. Picture someone in another country or someone in the US, but with a VPN and some in, ingenuity tweeting a TikTok video and Americans watching it that way. Is the U.S. actually going to ban TikTok? Despite the relatively flimsy reasoning, legislation has not only not slowed, but it's gotten more serious. Beyond statewide rulings to get TikTok off the government-owned devices and blocking its use on some university Wi-Fi systems, there are now bills in the House of Representatives and Senate. Both of these bills would hand authority to the executive branch to ban the app. A bipartisan group of senators unveiled legislation called the Restricting the Emergence of Security Threats That Risk Information and Communications Technology Act. It would effectively allow the president to take action against any tech company with ties to China, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Russia, and Venezuela that poses an undue or unacceptable risk to national security. Republican House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Michael McCall introduced H.R. 1153 in the House, a bill that mandates the administration to ban TikTok or any software applications that threaten U.S. national security. TikTok CEO Shu Chu is going to testify before the House Energy and Commerce Committee later this month, which might clear up some of the questions about data privacy. And so the long answer, the long answer short, that the U.S. wants to ban TikTok for political reasons, but is covering that up with a light screen of privacy concerns. It probably won't happen. Um, Christiana Silver is a senior culture reporter at Mashable. They write about tech and digital culture with a focus on Facebook and Instagram. Before joining Mashable, they worked as an editor at NPR and MTV News, a reporter at Teen Vogue and Vice News, and as a stable hand at a farm. Mini horse farm. Of course, you can follow them on Twitter, Christiniana _J. So anyway, let's see. Enough with the TikTok shit, man. Let's go to let's see. Let's go to all right, let's go to let's go to let's go to Ja Rule, man. Okay. And this is according to People. Ja Rule was left out of a list of the 50 greatest rappers of all time, one he feels he deserves to be a part of. The hitmaker, age 46, revealed to his Twitter followers on Thursday that he felt he was snubbed after not being ranked in the final count of Billboard and Vibe's top 50 greatest rappers of all time list this week. The list, coinciding with the 50th anniversary of hip hop, took deliberation and deep discussion to come to a final 50 per the publications. There ain't 50 rappers dead or alive waiting to be born better than me. Hashtag icons, hashtag vibes, Ja Rule wrote at Billboard. Congrats to everyone on their list. Well deserved, but check my resume. Hashtag icon, hashtag vibes. Responding to the tweets the next day that read, Ja Rule says there's no rappers dead or alive better than him. Ja clarified his stance once more and claimed that headlines twisted his words as it was not what the fuck I said. Stop with the clickbait goofy shit. I said there's not 50 rappers ahead of me, and I stand on that, he wrote. Ja's resume checking request comes as both publications ranked who they felt were the greatest rappers, taking into account each artist's body of work, cultural impact, longevity, lyrics, and flow. Ultimately, the list ended with the consensus that Jay-Z was the greatest rapper of all time, with the rest of the top 10 being taken up by Kendrick Lamar, Nas, obviously, late great Tupac Shakur, Eminem, Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, Lil Wayne, Drake, Snoop Dogg, and Nicki Minaj. Maybe there are other rappers who could claim to match Jay at his peak. The article reads, but there are simply none who can match his entire career, his longevity, the breadth of his accomplishments, and what he's meant to hip hop from a musical, cultural, and financial standpoint for the last 3 decades. Similarly, Ice Cube has since said he was unimpressed with the list, as was ranked at number 18, catching up with TMZ. And the NWA legend claimed Billboard ain't hip hop, so their opinion don't matter. The list was published alongside Vibe, which has covered hip hop and R&B artists since the early '90s. It's an irrelevant list, he said. It's like assholes. Everybody got one, and they all stink. Oh shit! Still, three rappers featured on the list put on an all-star performance to close out the 2023 Grammy Awards last weekend, as Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and Rick Ross joined DJ Khaled for a performance of his Grammy-nominated hit "God Did." John Legend and Friday also joined the lyricists who sat at a table outside of the Crypto.com arena, which I hate the name so much, for the performance. It breaks my heart, Khaled said, as the performance and the award show ended. They ain't believe in us. God did. So we did an 8-minute show on the Grammys. Salute to the Academy. Khaled previously talked about his admiration for Jay in an Apple Music interview with Zane Lowe and called the rapper one of my idols. I've always been a fan, not just from his music, just from his moves, from business to being a father and to be on top, Khaled said. For him to bless my album the way he blessed my album, it's like not only does he love me, it feels so great for him to be so in love with the music in this day and time. He's taught me so much. He's my brother, he's my friend. Yeah, I actually agree with this shit though, man. You know, Ja Rule is a legend, man. And not too many people give him any credit, man. And that's fucking crazy and that's fucking sad, man. And to be honest, to be honest with you, how you gonna have a list of 50 people, but you don't include Ja Rule, who's also from Queens, by the way, man? That to me is a fucking epic fail, man. Yeah, we get it. And that is just I think they made a mistake. Yeah, they did. And they really did a double screw up on this. All right, so okay, let's go to Kid Cudi. Let's go to Kid Cudi. And this is from allhiphop.com. Kid Cudi says he's leveled up and declared the arrival of a new chapter, promising his upcoming release will be album of the year. Yes, so Kid Cudi has promised to deliver the album of the year, teasing the arrival of his most powerful LP yet later this year. The Cleveland, Ohio native put fans on notice late last year when he revealed he recorded an album worth of tracks in just 5 days. Earlier this week, Kid Cudi shared a few details about the project, including when the first single would drop and announced a tour in 2024. Um, yeah, 2024. Hang on a minute. Then on Wednesday night, March 8th, Cutter whipped his fans into a frenzy by hyping the upcoming LP. I need y'all to understand motherfuckers are not prepared for this shit. Like, this is I've never made a project this powerful before in my life. Kid Cudi stated during an Instagram live session, sitting, listening to these mixes. I just know that this shit is going to move you. Y'all going to fuck with this shit in such a major way. And I am so fucking excited. Furthermore, Cuddy says he's back cooking and nobody will create a better project this year. End quote. I just wanted to get on here and just let y'all know that I'm not gonna let y'all down. This is gonna be the album of the year right now. I'm not playing. This is not a fucking joke. I'm back. I know y'all thought it was over, but I'm just getting warm in this bitch. He warned. Of course, you can watch Kid Cudi tease the project in the video below on YouTube. And so Kid Cudi announced his album coming this fall. Meanwhile, on Monday, the Mr. Rager hitmaker declared um, the arrival of a new chapter, telling fans he's leveled up. He also dropped off a few details about the release, shared his rollout schedule, and announced plans to direct the first music video. Excuse me. Album is fall, first singles this summer. Cuddy tweeted, "The new chapter has begun. You're not prepared, man. We've reached a new level." In another exciting announcement, Kid Cudi confirmed he'll be touching stages worldwide next year. World tour next year, count on it. He penned. All right, so that's pretty good on Kid Cudi. We haven't heard from him in a while, and I'm surprised he's not on the list either. Speaking of Kid Cudi, speaking of Kid Cudi, he's also on the Hard Summer Music Fest 2023. Let's get into it right here. Okay, this is according to the Vibe website. This this summer, a plethora of musical events are set to get music fans outside to experience their favorite artists live. Hard Events has announced its highly anticipated eclectic roster for this year's Hard Summer Music Festival held in downtown Los Angeles. Returning to the City of Angels after a decade, the 2-day event will take place on August 5th through the 6th. The 15th annual festival will uniquely feature various stages at the historic Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum Exposition Park and BMO Stadium. This year, fans can expect to be a part of the festival's multi-genre ethos with inaugural performances from important hip hop headliners, including beloved rappers includes Ludacris, Fat Joe, Kid Cudi, and 21 Savage. Other prominent artists in the music genres of electronic, pop, house, techno, punk are also slated to give the audience a show to remember. Hard Summer continues to invest in creating a comfortable experience for attendees with this never before used venue complex providing the perfect canvas to expand this mission, uh, reads the festival's official statement. After after each night of performances, a host of after parties will take place within LA to keep the nightlife going even after the concerts ended. Music lovers can purchase tickets for music Hard Summer Music Festival starting it already started. It started from Friday, March 10th. Already happened. 2023 on their website, Hard's official website. You can check out Hard's official website. Tickets include general admission and VIP options tailored to give fans their desired experience. Yes, so last year's festival lineup featured hip hop acts Megan Thee Stallion, Doechii, Denzel Curry, Gunna, Lil Uzi Vert, Masego, Saucy Santana, Ski Mask, the Slip God, and more. Yeah, that was and yeah, that was just crazy though, man. And let's see. You can actually let me see. So let me see if there's a way to read this. I'm not sure. Nah, yeah, you're gonna have to go to their website. Their website. Wait a second. Yeah, you can go to hardsummer.com for more information. All right. So there you have it right there, and it's gonna feature a whole list of plethora of music artists. So there you have it right there. Hold on. Okay, before I go to Lloyd Banks, we have a breaking topic right here involving young MA. Young MA is addressing the viral video that sparked concerns over the condition of her health, telling TMZ Hip Hop. This is from the TMZ website. She's bouncing back after a string of medical scares. MA tells us, as many of my supporters know, I've been dealing with various personal health issues the last few years. I recently was hospitalized and was successfully treated for several conditions. I'm doing better now. Will take some time, but I'm on the road to recovery and look forward to the future. She continues, rest assured, I'm in good spirits and everything will be explained in the music plus a documentary. Love y'all. MAB. Don't worry, I'm good. Young MA, however, wouldn't disclose specifics on exactly what she's been battling. I see YMI, a video of the rapper at a barbershop blew up online online where MA appeared to be slurring her speech and her eyes looked yellow in color. Regardless, she says better things are on the way. It's been nearly 2 years since the Brooklyn MC's last full length project dropped, so there's plenty of anticipation on what she'll release next once she's got her health issues totally under control and headed in the right direction. All right, so remains to be seen. Remains to be seen, man. Yo, that was a health scare, man. To be honest with you, man, that right there is just oh my gosh, man. Well, thank goodness she's doing all right, but that was a health scare right there. Honestly, yeah, that was a health scare right there. Oh boy. One moment. Um, one moment. Okay, one moment here. Okay, so let's get into. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I really have to. Um, okay, this is just okay. This is just crazy. Okay. Yeah, that was a mean health scare right there, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's really crazy. All right, so let's get to Lloyd Banks. All right, let's get to Lloyd Banks. Hang on a second. Let's get to Lloyd Banks. Um, let me see. Let me see. All right, so most recently, Lloyd Banks is so so basically, Lloyd Banks is a hybrid of the late Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac, according to his former his G Unit his G Unit brother and former label mate Tony Yayo. In the latest segment from his conversation with Vlad TV, Yayo claimed Banks is a mix of Biggie and Pac. According to Yayo, even though the former G Unit soldier isn't too fond of the industry, he he's a problem when it comes to creating music similar to the pair of late legends. Banks is a show improved type of guy, Yayo said. He's like anti-industry. That's just who he is. But when it comes to material, I go to the studio, he'll play me 100 records. It's like his bars is something like Biggie, but he writes like a Tupac. He added, so I never met a guy like that besides Eminem and 50 Cent gets in his zones. And like me, I get in my zone. So when you hear that whole loyal tape, I'm in my zone. Lloyd Banks dropped a feature on the song Rocket Chamber off Tony Yayo's latest project, The Loyalty, which arrived on February 14th. Prior to that collaboration, the New York natives linked up on Don't Switch Off Banks's The Course of the Inevitable 2. Inevitable 2. Banks having over 100 songs ready to play for Yayo should come as no surprise. During his conversation with um, Hip Hop DX in August 2022, Lloyd Banks explained he has enough material to release an album for the next 5 years. I just feel like I'm chasing the ultimate album. You know, you know what I mean? He said. So it's like I can't possibly be finished. I also lost more than a few years from just taking hiatuses in the business and a lot of spots. I've might have been expected to have momentum, but I wasn't in a situation at the time to just drop album after album. Now I feel like I'm fully capable of dropping an album for the next 5 years, at least once a year, if not twice. As for Tony Yayo, he explained to Vlad he has even more projects underway, with the first being a follow up to the loyal. I I got another one coming. El Miko, Yayo said. Like I'm in my zone, so I catch them spurts where I can go crazy. Where I can go crazy with the concepts. El Miko is a big drug cartel because I did the El Chapo first and everybody kind of ran with it. So now I'm going with the El Mico now. That's coming next. Okay, in other Lloyd Banks news, uh let's get to the part about where Lloyd Banks is trying to get a collaboration with Conway the Machine. Let's see. So this is from imprintentertainment.org. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. So today, Grammy-nominated hip-hop artist Lloyd Banks released his new single "Menace" featuring Conway the Machine, which is currently available to stream on all platforms here via Money by Any Means Incorporated / Empire. Menace, which was produced by Cartoon Beats, is a preview of Banks' lyrical prowess, as he gears up to release his upcoming album, the course of the Inevitable 2 this summer. It already happened already. On the song, Banks boasts about adding to his legendary reputation and delivering another classic for his legion of fans. The release of Menace nearly coincides the 1 year anniversary of Banks' latest album, The Course of the Inevitable, which debuted at number 84 on the Billboard 200 and included guest appearances from Benny the Butcher, Styles P, Freddie Gibbs, Vado, Rock Marciano, and Cy Ari the Kid. All right, so it signaled Banks' first full-length album release in 11 years and first since he dropped The Hunger for More 2 in 2010. Between each album release, Banks has maintained his consistency as a lyricist and cemented his legacy as the Punchline King. The New York native's string of dominance started when his debut album, Hunger for More, debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart and unleashed hits like On Fire, Karma, and I'm So Fly, which is one of my favorite songs, en route to earning a Grammy nomination for Best Solo Rap Performance. As a member of iconic supergroup G Unit, Banks and his counterparts also released 2 EPs and 2 studio albums, including the critically acclaimed Beg for Mercy that boosted smash singles like Stunt 101, I Want to Get to Know You, and more. Also, in Lloyd Banks news, and this is according to Hip Hop DX. It's looking like it's going to drop around probably October because Banks is about to drop. East is soon about to drop again. I'm about to drop. So the tape is going to be around September, October, Vado said. But we also on Banks' album, so you'll hear us together again. We'll probably give y'all a freestyle just to get the streets warmed up. Shout outs to DJ Drama. He fucking with us, so he going to host it. We working. It's unclear if the project will be against the girls' entry, but with DJ Drama's influx of mixtapes from his legendary series over the last few years, signs point to it being one. Lloyd Banks, Dave East, and Vado first announced they were joining forces as the council in December 2021. Fans received the news via an Instagram post from media company Blacklisted, who posted a picture of the 3 New York City rappers wearing leather jackets. There was very little information about the supergroup at the time, but now fans have finally gotten a proper update from the Big Apple lyricists. They first collaborated on Vado's Respect the Jux, which dropped last month. In a statement, Vado briefly spoke about the record, which landed on his Long Run Volume 2 project, and said Dave and Banks were the best choices to accompany him. This is the soundtrack of the gritty NYC streets, so it's only right I went and got 2 of the grittiest lyricists to join me in Lloyd Banks and Dave East, aka Bank Matthews and Dave Hyatt, he said. The track is produced by my fellow Harlemite, Six Figure Digger. in addition to prepping a full-length collaborative effort with his New York brethren. Vado recently claimed he has the verse of the decade. Last month, the Harlem Spitter made a bold declaration regarding his song "The Hated," featuring Dave East. If you ask me a verse of a decade, Vado wrote in an Instagram comment. The Hated appeared on Vado's Sinatra 3 project, which dropped in 2018. The Play Picasso produced track served as the standout from S3 with Vado and his the council teammate trading prolific rhymes. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we got on the agenda. Let me see. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so Lil Wayne wants to be number one on the Billboard. This is interesting. Lil Wayne thinks he should hold the number one spot on the Billboard and Vibes list of the 50 greatest rappers of all time. On Thursday, February 23rd, Lil Wayne sat down for a live interview on Apple Music's The Zane Lowe Show. Over the course of the hour-long chat, Weezy discussed his new Swizz Beats produced single "Can't Nobody," his upcoming album "The Carter 6," and the overall state of his career. But one tidbit in particular that has caught the attention of the hip hop community finds Lil Wayne seemingly taking exceptions to where he recently landed on Billboard and Vibes 50 Greatest Rappers of All Time list published earlier this month. Despite Lil Wayne holding a solid position within the list's top 10 rappers, the New Orleans icon vehemently expressed that isn't happy with anything other than being the absolute greatest rhymer ever. In fact, Weezy went as far as to say that even the most elite rappers know that the right above it, MC is the top dog. Man, who the hell is before me? Said Lil Wayne. When asked about Billboard and Vibes list, was the list including all hip hop like before and after as well? I can deal with that. I will tell you that I am a motherfucking one. Everybody whose names you named, they also know I'm number one. Go ask them. They know what it is. Wayne's opinion that he should be considered to be the supreme GOAT of the rap game comes after he was ranked number 7 behind the likes of the Notorious B.I.G., Eminem, Tupac Shakur, Nas, Kendrick Lamar, and Jay-Z, who sits atop the list. Lil Wayne certainly isn't the only veteran rapper who is looking sideways at Billboard and Vibes rankings. Just one day after the list was unveiled, in the early part of February, Ja Rule reacted in a similar manner as one would only expect from someone who takes their craft seriously, especially given the fact that Ja was actually left off of the rankings completely. Um, there ain't 50 rappers dead, alive, or waiting to be born better than me, tweeted Ja Rule on February 9th. At Billboard's congrats to everyone on the list, well deserved, but check my resume. Hashtag icons, hashtag vibes. Over on the West Coast, Ice Cube also had a few choice words for the list as well, despite being given a position at number 18. Back on February 10th, the Mount Westmore rapper told TMZ that he feels as though the entire list is irrelevant. Billboard ain't hip hop, declared Ice Cube, so their opinion don't matter. So who gives a fuck? That's a good response. Oh shit. As for Lil Wayne in his interview on Apple Music's The Zane Lowe Show, Weezy made it clear that although he is more than confident in where he where his bars should land among the best of the best. He won't be hitting any finesse centers anytime soon. So from the age of 19 to now, I've always had a personal chef. Lil Wayne told Zane Lowe, I haven't eaten any fast food forever. I don't know what McDonald's smells like. Only gyms I know is Jim Jones. Oh man. Oh my gosh. That's funny right there, man. That's the funniest shit that I ever heard in my life. Yeah. Only gyms I know is Jim Jones. I can't lift a weight. I don't do no workout. Wayne's appearance on the popular Apple Music show follows the February 23rd release of his new joint Can't Nobody, which features a prominent sample of DMX's 1998 track Niggas Done Started Something. Wow. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. All right. So Crazy Legs did a Drink Champs interview actually. And this is from Revolt. Let's get into it. All right. So on the latest episode of Drink Champs, Nori and DJ EFN sat down with the legendary B-boy Crazy Legs to discuss the rise of breakdancing, inventing the windmill, beefing with Q-Tip, and more. Damn. Why is he? Damn, that's crazy. And you really ground beefing with Q-Tip from a Tribe Called Quest? Like, why? This is some explosive shit. Yeah. Okay, so um born Richard Cullen in the Bronx, New York, Crazy Legs is a breakdancing icon. For those of you who may not know, he's a breakdancing icon whose contributions to hip hop culture have earned him international recognition. He gained attention in the early 1980s when he appeared in the groundbreaking documentary Star Wars, which chronicled the burgeoning the burgeoning music scene in New York City, and Charlie um Charlie R. Earns Wild Style in 1983, where he played himself and showcased his incredible dance moves. As the craze continued to sweep the globe, Crazy Legs became a cultural ambassador for the movement, traveling to Paris and London as part of the New York City rap tour with fellow pioneers Africa Bambaataa, Grand Mixer, DST, Fab Five Freddy, Future 2000, and more. All right, so the B-boy icon was also in Hollywood films such as Flashdance as a street dancer, which ultimately gave him the opportunity to appear on David Letterman's late night show and provided voiceovers for the television comedy series Confo. His influence on hip hop culture continued to grow throughout the 1980s and beyond. As the leader of Rocksteady Crew, Crazy Legs helped to define and popularize breakdancing, and his incredible skills and showmanship made him a beloved figure. Crazy Legs also played himself in the classic film Beat Street, further solidifying his status as a cultural icon. Of course, Revolt compiled a list of 9 facts we learned from his Drink Champs interview. Check them out below and watch the full episode. Yeah, you can watch the full episode on YouTube, and you can listen on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. All right, so there you go. All right, so number one on b-boying, on going mainstream. B-boying is characterized by its emphasis on aesthetics, coordination, acrobatics, and complexity of the dancer's body movements. Being one of the most well-known forms of hip-hop dancing, it sprang out of the Bronx during the early 1970s. Head spins, hand glides, and backspins were just a few of the groundbreaking moves popularized by Rocksteady, who helped propel it to the masses. To kick the conversation off, Crazy Legs discussed how it went mainstream after appearing on the David Letterman show. That came out in '83, Flashdance. So when we did David Letterman, that was kind of wild. We get set up to do the show, and the dude that I was with during the show, Ken Swift, was coming off of being high the night before. He was all fucked up, and we were like, "Oh shit, how are we supposed to do these routines?" It was wild. The icon shared regarding Letterman. He added, He's he's a dick. That's him. I did I didn't like him. It was that dry humor that I didn't get coming from where I come from. Number two, the negative connotation behind the word breakdancing. Despite its widespread use, the word breakdancing is often loathed by those who initially started the b-boy movement. In previous interviews, legendary dancers such as New York City breakers have frequently referred to it as um, the pejorative phrase created by the media for sensationalism. However, Crazy Legs stated that the term actually came from his manager at the time. The word breakdancing doesn't come from hip hop. It came from my former manager, Cool Lady Blue. She misspoke in a meeting, and she was also our publicist, he said. We didn't know she was feeding it out there like that, and that's how it got into the press. A lot of people say the media made that term up, but it was her. Number three on Fat Five Freddy. In the late 70s, Fab Five Freddy made a name for himself as a graffiti artist in New York City's underground art scene. He eventually became a performer after expressing the theory that breakdancing and rapping are both types of street art. As told by Crazy Legs, Freddy got his start through one of his hip hop curated shows. End quote. I found out some dirt. Should I air it out? I talked to Fab Five Freddy, and I was trying to get Cold Crush or Fantastic. So Fred injected himself and his boys. That's how he got his thing in terms of being a performer in the scene. The first swindle, he explained. Number four, on Africa Bambaata's being called the father of hip hop. Known for his groundbreaking work in electro music during the 1980s, Africa Bambaata's innovative tracks have influenced the evolution of hip hop to this day. As one of the pioneers of break breakbeat DJing, he was coined the Godfather, a fitting moniker for someone who has had such a significant impact on the genre. However, Crazy Legs shared that he didn't want to be called that largely because he drew inspiration from DJ Kool Herc. End quote. In the early 90s, Band was like, don't call me the father of hip hop. He was inspired by Herc as a DJ. So he wanted to give him the ultimate hip hop thing, which is not fair because if you start taking apart the elements of graffiti, DJing, breaking, and MCing, who are his peers, and each one that are going to say the exact same thing about him being the father of every other element. It's not going to happen, the icon explained. Number five, on inventing the windmill. Amongst several b-boying moves pioneered during the 70s. The windmill is particularly well known thanks to the influence of Rocksteady Crew, while fellow member Ken Swift is frequently credited for its invention. Crazy Legs told Nori and EFN that he came up with the move during his teenage years. Hmm, interesting. Interesting. All right, so um I did that on Avenue in the Bronx in the hallway, just practicing. I was just trying not to hit those doorways. The living legend revealed. I did that when I was maybe 13. I actually called it the continuous backspin, but after a while, we were already traveling years later. People didn't know the names of these moves because more people were starting to break again. So names changed because people don't know. We're not hanging out with every crew. And of course, on Latin, number six on Latin erasure in hip hop. In the annals of hip hop history, the African American community is often lauded as the genre's prime architects. One trailblazing, one of the trailblazing figures of the movement was DJ Charlie Chase of the Cold Crush Brothers, who definitely infused his musical stylings with nods to his own Latin roots. With a pioneering spirit and a dedication to his craft, Chase helped to lay the groundwork for a new era of hip hop that embraced the full spectrum of its diverse origins. I think they don't understand from my perspective. Everyone in here is my brother. From a New York perspective, that's how we rock. If you grew up in the house areas that have you living in different communities, it's going to be different for them. Crazy Lay stated. At the same time, we have our own struggles in the Latin community because if we're not into salsa, if you do a song and you don't drop Spanish in it, that diehard Latino community is going to see them as yours anyway. Number seven, Wild Style being the first hip hop movie. Wild Style, widely recognized as the first hip hop films, features several influential players from the New York hip hop scene of 1981, as such as Busy Bee, Starsky, Rocksteady Crew, the Cold Crush Brothers, and one of the genre's founding fathers, Grandmaster Flash, as well. It captured the indelible moment when the underground subculture exploded throughout the globe, permanently altering the landscape of pop culture across music, fashion, and the arts. Crazy Lace shared, Wild Style is the genesis for real hip hop movies, even before Beat Street or anything else. Wild Style is the first movie to select all of its cast based on actual legitimacy in the game. There were no record labels involved. So if you weren't in there, you weren't actually involved. And number eight, getting into an argument with Q-Tip. Later in the interview, the legendary B-boy talked about getting into an argument with a Tribe Called Quest member, Q-Tip. According to the dancer, Tip thought he was asking for a discount, which led to a disagreement. I wanted to book Q-Tip for something, and I wasn't asking for a discount. He was kind of treating it like I was, and was giving me the runaround. He said we have a back and forth, and I'm like, I don't know who this motherfucker think he's talking to. I goofed around and play a bit, but I can become a different person if I have to. It was text. Normally we talk on the phone, but he was banging his chest a little something while he was on text. He's confused right now. He's talking about the wrong dude, he explained. Later on, Legs shared that he defended Tip during his notorious beef with Rex. In effect, he continued, "You do you, fuck you." And by the way, when he had that beef with Wreck in effect, and all that hardware was waiting outside in case something jumped off, I'm the one that supplied that for you. Number 9, on watching Freddie Mercury get fellatio on stage. Oh shit! Freddie Mercury achieved worldwide fame as the lead vocalist of the rock band Queen and someone who pushed gender boundaries. Legs recalled a time when he witnessed Mercury receiving oral pleasure on stage during his birthday. We go outside and we're all dudes from the hood and it's all gay. We're like, this might not be our night. It was a private party and it turns out that it was gay. We go there and we're looking on stage and it's guys on the mic. Then all of a sudden, he brings someone up on stage, and the dude starts giving him head. Shed crazy legs. He continued. We're like, yo, well, we got to get out of here now. This ain't our scene. I get outside. I'm like, yo, Howie, this happened on stage. What's going on? He replied, oh, that's Freddie Mercury. It's his birthday. His birthday. Oh, wow. And a little side note here, man. What Crazy Legs said in the interview and stuff like that, as far as like he said that hip hop isn't turning 50. Yes, it is, because last year, 2022, it was 49 years old. This year, August 11th, is turning 50. All right. Everybody knows that it was born on August 11th, 1973. Like, why are you even what are you even fucking talking about here? What are you even talking about here, man? Like seriously. Um like that right there what he just said in the interview um about hip hop not turning 50 or whatever case scenario may be, that's fucking cap, man. You know what I'm saying? When we hit August this year, it's going to be on. Like, you can't like, this is fucking insane to me, man. Like, really, this is fucking insane. This is insane. Yeah, let's see. All right. Other than that, um, okay, so all right, so let's see. Let's see. Let's go into okay. Okay, Glorilla. All right, let's get into Glorilla. Okay, so um Glorilla and Finesse two times appeared destined for a legal battle over that tragic stampede at their New York concert. The family of one of the three people who died says they are lawyering up. Excuse me. Brandy Miller was trampled to death in the chaos that followed the rapper's ill-fated Rochester show earlier this month. And her sister Michelle tells us the family plans to sue Glow and Finesse two times, plus um plus the promoters and Main Street Armory. First of all, that wasn't their fault, man. If anything, they should sue fucking Rock Nation. No, not Rock Nation, excuse me. But Live Nation, excuse me. Yeah, Live Nation. And the Main Street Armory. Those are the two they should be suing, not Glorilla and Finesse two times. Michelle says her fam is in the process of retaining an attorney. They've spoken to several since Brandy was pronounced dead on Monday and aim to retain someone who's high profile because the family has no plans to back down. Boy. And of course, Glorilla stated on Twitter, I'm just now hearing about what happened. What the fuck? Praying everybody's okay. I am devastated and heartbroken over the tragic deaths that happened after Sunday's show. My fans mean the world to me. Praying for their families, and for a speedy recovery of everyone affected. Finesse and Glorilla had reportedly left the venue before the stampede. They've both expressed how devastated they are about the tragedy. And it doesn't appear either artist is under criminal investigation for the indictment at this time. When TMZ Hip Hop got Finesse in NYC this week, he scoffed at the idea he might be blamed and flat out told us he wasn't worried about potential lawsuits. The Millers believe Brandy's death could have been prevented. They say her brother was at the concert too, watching from a different area, and from what he saw, the show was total pandemonium from the very beginning. Okay, so another story we got to get to here is Glorilla speaking up for the first time. Okay, so let's get into it right here from Hip Hop DX. Glorilla has spoken out after her concert in Rochester, New York was reportedly marred by a crowd rush that left one person dead and two critically injured. The Tomorrow 2 hitmaker performed alongside fellow Memphis rapper Finesse 2 times at Main Street Armory on Sunday night, March 5th, shortly after wrapping up her Anyways Life's Great tour. According to ABC News, reports of shots being fired inside the venue sparked panic, leading to a deadly stampede that injured 9 people in total. Rochester police responded at 11:05 p.m. based on initial reports of gunshots inside the venue, which has a capacity of 5,000 officers, found multiple people injured. Oh, shit. Yeah. It wasn't her and Finesse 2 times fault, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't their fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just crazy right there, man. And yes, it's pretty sad to hear about, you know, the one person that got stepped on in the stampede. That's just crazy. That's just scary right there, man. You know what I mean? That's scary. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. However, an investigation later revealed that none of the injuries were consistent with gunshot wounds, and police have cast doubt on whether a shooting actually took place. End quote. At this time, there is no evidence to support a shooting having occurred inside the event, Lieutenant Nicholas Adams said. The injuries appear to be as a result of a large crowd pushing towards the exits following accounts of uh, individuals hearing what they believe to be gunshots. 3 people were transported via ambulance to Strong Memorial Hospital, including a 33-year-old woman who died from her injuries. 2 of the victims remain in critical life-threatening condition. A further 6 people were transported by private vehicle to local hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. After the show, Glorilla took to Twitter to address the tragedy, expressing her shock and sadness while sending prayers to those who were in attendance. I'm just now hearing about what happened with the fuck sad face emojis, praying everybody is okay, prayer hand emojis, she tweeted. Finesse 2 times has yet to publicly address the incident. The fatal crowd surge comes just 2 months after a Finesse 2 times concert in Knoxville, Tennessee, reportedly ended in gunfire. The rapper was performing at the cannabis store My Canna Buds when a fight broke out and shots were fired, leaving 3 people with non-life-threatening injuries. Oh my gosh, that's crazy right there, man. That's really crazy. Honestly, that's really crazy though, man. Yeah, I have to really say that's really nuts. Oh no! Yeah, okay, so um a local boxer named Alonzo Big Zoe Butler, who said he helped sell tickets to the show, claimed finesse 2 times, encouraged no 2 times entourage, excuse me, was behind the shooting and also robbed the store. However, Finesse denied the allegations and accused the concert promoter of stiffing him out of his full performance fee. Y'all goofy motherfuckers better quit lying on my name. Ain't nobody robbed no damn body, he wrote on Snapchat. This on my kids. Them folk tried to set me up so they wouldn't have to pay a nigga the back end. 2 men have been charged in connection with the shooting. Jackie Netterville, age 22, and Gino Mickens, age 20, who were both charged with reckless endangerment. It also comes almost a year and a half after one of the deadliest crowd surges in recent memory and Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival in Houston in November 2021, which killed 10 people and injured hundreds more. The high profile tragedy has resulted in one of the costliest and most complex lawsuits in live music history, with over 4,000 alleged victims suing Scott along with Live Nation and other festival organizers. The cases have been consolidated before a single Texas state judge as a multi-district litigation and combined are seeking billions in damages over the disaster. Billboard reported that the litigation process was still in the discovery and deposition stage, which could still take well over another year. Okay. All right, let's get to 13. Let's get to 13 best new hip hop songs. Okay. So week in and week out, there are plenty of brand new rap songs, no matter the time of year. It can be really difficult to stay aware of what's out and also what's hot. So Double XL decided to make things much easier for you. Instead of sorting out nearly everything that released this week, we narrowed it down to strictly the best of the week, saving you plenty of time. Okay, so starting with Hit Boy and the Alchemist. So Slipping into Darkness by Hit Boy and the Alchemist. Blast. So we got Call My Bluff by Blast. Gnarly, Jalil featuring Armani White. Salty, Rich Amiri. So Disrespectful, Lola Brooke. Fat Racks Part 2, La Tyler and Babytron. Let Me Know, Rob 49 featuring Peasy. And Energy, Digga D, Lifestyle, G Perico, and DJ Drama. Tanisha, Pump That, Ray Shrummer. Self-Employed, Little Keed. Worldwide, Big Walk Dog. First Plug, Jim Jones and Hitmaker featuring Pleasure P. So there you have it right there. There you have it right there. And okay, let's see what else we have on the agenda. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure I cover the bases here. Okay, so let's go to let's see. Yeah. All right, so let's go to Michael B. Jordan. Let's go to Michael B. Jordan. All right. So let's see. Let's go to Mike. Let's go there. And this is from People. Um, let's get into it right here. Um, I'm gonna go into People right there. So Michael B. Jordan strutted his stuff on the Oscars 2023 red carpet. The Creed 3 star, who is presenting at Sunday's Oscars already ceremony, looked incredibly dapper in his custom Louis Vuitton double-breasted tuxedo, which was complete with satin lepo. Jordan, who walked the carpet solo, paired the look with a black bow tie and shoes, but added a pop of color via his jewelry choices. His lapel was decorated with a pair of Tiffany and Co's bird on a rock brooches, one made with a pink morganite stone, and the other a green tourmaline, with both with diamond birds perched on top. The dazzle didn't stop there, with the 35-year-old actor also sporting a pair of diamond studs, a diamond tennis bracelet, and a diamond ring, all from Tiffany and Co. Um, to top it off, he added a stainless steel watch framed by a black strap. Jordan isn't one to shy away from show-stopping red carpet looks at the Black Panther Wakanda Forever premiere in Los Angeles late last year. The actor showed off his bright side. The actor who played Killmonger in the first installment of the Marvel franchise stepped out on the red carpet at Hollywood's Dolby Theater to celebrate the launch of writer-director Ryan Coogler's long-awaited Marvel sequel. Dressed in a slack yellow jacket and matching wide-legged trousers, People's 2020 Sexiest Man Alive was a standout among a sea of eye-catching looks. He paired the outfit with a white um, Intimacy Me tank top, black shoes, and accessorized his look with a gold chain Tiffany and Co. Hardware diamond pave necklace and yellow gold Vacheron Constantin watch. Jordan also recently made headlines when he stripped down to his underwear for a new Calvin Klein campaign. In a sexy campaign, Jordan shows off his fit physique in his teeny tiny Calvin Klein underwear. The photos, all shot in the signature black and white, were shared across the brand's social media as well as Jordan's. All other photos, which were taken by photography duo Mert and Marcus, show off the brand's athletic and modern cotton performance underwear, though it's safe to say Jordan's modeling skills might be drawing more eyes than the clothes. In a press release, Calvin Klein said the star was chosen because he embodies confident ambition as well as passion and physical intensity. The brand added that the visuals for the campaign reinforce his discipline and uncompromising commitment to his craft. Of course, Jordan's debut with Calvin Klein puts him on a long list of iconic faces who have modeled for the brand. Most recently, Kate Moss's daughter Lila starred in a campaign, and as did Stranger Things star Maya Hawke. Shawn Mendes has also modeled for the brand, as well as Kendall Jenner and even Pistol Pete Davidson and Machine Gun Kelly. Um, and Jordan's Calvin Klein campaign images can be seen on the brand's billboard in New York and Los Angeles. So there you go, right there. And one more Michael B. Jordan story involving Angela Bassett. Let's see. Involving Angela Bassett. Oh man. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. So this is from Variety. Here's what's happening. Hey, Auntie, we love you. Five simple words from presenters Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, directed at Angela Bassett, who was nominated for the Best Supporting Actress Oscar during Sunday night ceremony. As the Creed 3 co stars took the stage to present the award for Best Cinematography, two categories after the Supporting Actress prize went to Everything Everywhere All at Once star Jamie Lee Curtis, they took a moment to speak to Bassett seated before them. Hey, Auntie, Jordan began echoing his dialogue from 2018's Black Panther as his character Eric Killmonger's Sly Lie introduced himself to Bassett's Queen Ramonda. Majors picked up from there, adding, "We love you." Um, Both he and Bassett are alumni of the Yale School of Drama, with Majors sharing his screen in HBO's Lovecraft Country with her husband Courtney B. Vance. Um, okay. The kind words from Jordan and Majors came as the internet lamented Bassett's loss and the stoic look on her face when her name wasn't called by sharing the clip of her as Queen Ramonda crying out, "Have I not given everything?" from the 2012 Marvel Studios film Wakanda Forever. Bassett's Oscar nomination was for her work in the Black Panther sequel, in which she portrays the ruler of the Kingdom of Wakanda, the Afro-futuristic home of the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which was crafted following the death of the franchise star Chadwick Boseman, um, with the cast and filmmaker Ryan Coogler channeling their own grief over their loss into a powerful tribute. Bassett had Bassett won, she would have become the first actor starring in a Marvel Studios film to win an Oscar, continuing the Black Panther franchise's strong legacy at the Academy Awards. The acknowledgement from the Academy marked her second nod, the first coming 29 years ago in the Best Actress category for portraying Tina Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It. This year, Bassett was nominated alongside Everything Everywhere All at Once actors Curtis and Stephanie HSU. The Banshees of Inisherin star Carrie Condon, and the whale actor Hong Chow. At certain points during this award season cycle, Bassett has seemed like the front runner for the prize. She was honored with the Golden Globe Critics' Choice Award and a host of NAACP Image Awards, including Entertainer of the Year, despite those not being considered precursors for the Oscars prize. She was also nominated by the Screen Actors Guild, with the prize going to Curtis, and at BAFTA, where Condon won. Bassett's most celebrated credits include How Stella Got Her Groove Back, Aquila and the Bee, uh, starring young Keke Palmer and Lawrence Fishburne, and her portrayal of a trio of historical figures, Betty Shabazz and Malcolm X, Captain Jackson and the Jacksons in American Drama, and Rosa Parks, the Rosa Parks story. Okay, hold on a minute here. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second. Boy. Um, okay. All right, so let's talk about Scream 6 in our next segment right here, which is the movie Man Cave Popcorn. How about that, man? Let's get into it right here. Hold on, let's get into it right here. Hold on a second. Wait for this to load. Okay. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Hang on a second. Okay. As I said, Scream 6 looks like it took over the box office. So let's get into it right here. We're going to get into it right here. Yes, Scream 6. And this is from Variety right here. Um, so I like how they started with a question right here. So, do you like scary movies? The rest of the box office does. Scream 6, a Paramount and Spyglass co-production, looks to spook off Creed 3 for the top slot rather, at the domestic box office. The self-branded slasher requel grossed $19.3 million from 3,675 locations on its opening day, a figure that includes $5.7 million in previews. That's more than enough to fend off the weekend's other new releases. Sony's science fiction dinosaur thriller 65 and Focus features sports comedy Champions. Yeah, Scream 6 is already a few steps ahead of its 2022 predecessor, which landed a $13 million opening day. In fact, the Scream series is providing to be bigger than ever. Should projections hold, the sixth entry will score a franchise record opening weekend of $43.5 million, a good deal higher than the $32 million that Scream 2 earned in its 1997 bow. Wow. That's very impressive right there, man. Very impressive. Okay, yes. Yes, so after last year's entry grossed $137 million. Um yes, 137 million. Um yes, $137 million worldwide against a measured $24 million production budget. Execs were quick to hit the gas on a follow-up, turning a sequel around in only 14 months. It's a quick timeline that keeps with series tradition. Scream 2 followed the original 1996 Scream after an even order window totaling less than a year. Compared to the 2022 entry, Scream 6 carries a slightly higher production price tag, reported at $35 million. Scream 6 sees a new murderous ghost face setting their sights on New York City, with former Woodsboro victims played by Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera, Mason Gooding, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and Courtney Cox have relocated. Tyler Gillett and Matt Bettinelli Open returned to direct this entry after helming last year's revamp. And last year's revamp. Let's see. Yeah, last year's revamp. Yeah, last year's revamp. Last year's revamp. Where is it? Yeah, yeah. Last year's revamp, along with writers Guy Busick and James Vanderbilt. The horror film has received fairly positive reviews, currently holding a 62% approval rating from top critics on review aggregate website Rotten Tomatoes. Audiences have also been fans, with the film scoring a B plus grade. And and through research firm CinemaScore. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, when I get a chance, so I got you. Hold on. Okay, so let's see where were we? Where were we? Yes. That's a solidly positive rating, especially for a horror movie, a genre that typically trends more negatively. In his review, Variety chief film critic Owen Gleiberman praised the movie as a gory homicidal shell game that's clever in all the right ways, staged and shot more forcefully than the previous film, eager to take advantage of its more sprawling but enclosed cosmopolitan setting. Columbia Pictures 65, a sci-fi thriller that finds a space explorer, a space explorer played by Adam Driver, stranded on a prehistoric Earth, is looking to hit a third place finish in its opening. After earning $4.4 million on Friday, 65 projects an opening weekend of $10.7 million, which would be a tick above estimates heading into the weekend. Braun and TSG co-financed 65 with Sony. The film carries a production budget of $45 million. With largely negative reviews and an unenthused C plus grade on CinemaScore, long-term domestic prospects aren't the brightest for 65. And Focus Features Champions is projecting a $4.7 million opening from 3,030 locations, which would place the film in seventh place. Directed by comedy maestro Bobby Farrelly, the film follows a disgraced coach, Woody Harrelson, who takes the reins, leading a basketball team competing for a spot at the Special Olympics. While Champions hasn't scored with critics, the comedy earned a glowing A grade from CinemaScore, indicating strong approval among ticket buyers. While Metro Goldwyn's Goldwyn Mayer's Creed 3 will settle for second place, the film's box office fortunes haven't subsided. The boxing drama, which marks star Michael B. Jordan's feature directorial debut, is projecting a $26.7 million sophomore outing, a 54% slide from its opening numbers. That would push its total domestic gross beyond $100 million. It's a solid result for the entry in the Rocky spin-off series, which carries a reported $75 million production budget. Fourth place looks to go to Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. The Marvel entry earned $1.7 million Friday, down 46% from its figures last week. Now in its fourth weekend of release, Quantumania looks to inch closer to surpassing the $200 million mark at the domestic box office over the coming days. Whether the film will be able to match the $216 million North American gross of its 2018 predecessor remains up in the air. Universal's Cocaine Bear, the rated R movie, looks to round up the top five on domestic charts. The film is projecting a 43% tumble from its sophomore outing, pushing its domestic gross to a solid $51 million through Sunday. Okay, let's talk about things to do for the weekend. I'm not gonna get to California this time, but I want to actually since Saint Patty's Day is tomorrow, I want to actually start with that one right there. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. All right, so AM New York Metro, in conjunction with the MTA, present Ask the MTA, a column where MTA officials answer your questions about transit service in New York City. If you have a question for the MTA about subways and buses, commuter rails, and more, email Ask the MTA at amny.com. And can the LIRR more wayfinding signage at the Grand Central Madison? This is from John H. Port Washington. As visually impressive as Grand Central Madison is, functionality is always key. That's why we held a wayfinding exercise with 200 volunteers back in November to get early feedback on the station navigation, how easy it is to find exits, platforms, and elevators. Rider input and is even more important now that we're officially open, and these first few weeks are going to be a learning experience for all of us as New Yorkers get acquainted with this massive new space. To help the process along, we deployed hundreds of customer ambassadors to um, answer questions and give directions during the rollout. We also have an internal working group that is tackling specific wayfinding concerns. New temporary signage has already been installed while we work on more permanent solutions. Oh boy. And a map of Grand Central Madison is available on the MTA website. You can submit additional comments about the new terminal online as well. And is the MTA still making adjustments to the Bronx local bus network redesign? It's from Barry L. Pelham Bay, the Bronx. We will continue to monitor the bus service and customer feedback post redesign, but the response so far shows we're off to a successful start. 6 months in, there have been solid improvements in every measure of bus performance with shorter wait times and faster and reliable trips. Before the redesign, the Bronx had some of the slowest bus speeds in the city. Now the borough is outperforming citywide trends in customer journey time performance. Average speeds on the 13 routes modified are now 4%. On the weekdays, with the morning peak up by 5%, that translates to precious minutes saved by our riders who are clearly noticing the difference. Overall, customer satisfaction with Bronx local bus service jumped to 2 points to 61% in fall 2022, up from 59% in the spring, and ridership has increased 6% from the rolling baseline average, with the greatest gains on the BX18. And ridership on that route has tripled in line with its expanding geographic coverage and added frequency, along with continued general recovery from the slandemic. After those results so far, we're eager to keep the momentum going. Riders can submit further comments on Bronx local service on the MCA's website. And also, okay, so this is where the St. Patty's Day comes in. Will MTA employees be marching in the upcoming St. Patrick's Day parade? Is from Ian S. from Murray Hill. The MTA will be represented at this year's parade by members of the New York City Transit and MABSTOA, which is Manhattan and Bronx Surface Transit Operating Authority. Emerald Societies, both groups are made up of employees from across the MTA, including bus and train operators, train conductors, and MTA NYPD officers. The NCA has a proud tradition of parade participation going back decades. Michael J. Quill, who helped found the Transport Workers Union of America in 1934, encouraged Emerald Society members to march, and they have been ever since. Transit police even had their own pipe band for many years until the department merged with the NYPD. Okay, so things to do in New York. So let me get to the Wu-Tang Clan and Nas, for instance. Let me get to that one right there. So, and this is from DJMag.com. Wu-Tang Clan and Nas are bringing their New York State of Mind joint tour around the globe. The hip-hop legends are expanding on their 2022 North American run with more than 30 new dates. The 2023 tour will start in May in Auckland, New Zealand, then head to the Australian cities of Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. In June, they'll travel through Europe and the UK with stops in Stockholm, Copenhagen, Berlin, Amsterdam, Paris, Dublin, Glasgow, and London. Wu-Tang and Nas will finish the tour in North America through September and October, putting on performances across the U.S. and Canada. Stops include Nashville, Tampa, Brooklyn, Washington, D.C., Toronto, Chicago, Vancouver, Portland, Seattle, and Las Vegas. In the middle of the UK and European leg of the tour, Wu-Tang Clan and Nas will bring New York State of Mind to Manchester's Parklight Festival as headliners. In December, Nas released a new collaborative single with 21 Savage called One Mic, One Gun. And of course, you can see the full list of dates and check out a short documentary about the tour. Yes, so let's see. Yeah, let me let you know on the dates. So as I mentioned with the places, so starting from May 9th, Auckland, New Zealand, May 12th, Brisbane, Australia, May 13th, Sydney, Australia, May 4th, Melbourne, Australia, um, and uh, and all the dates are listed on the Wu-Tang Clan Instagram page. You can follow them and see the whole list for yourself. I'm not going to go through all that, so you can actually find out. And you can also find out where you can get some tickets too. You find out where you can get your tickets too. If I'm not mistaken, there should be. Yeah, check out their page on Instagram as well for information on how to get it. Actually, so this is the all right, so there it is. Yeah, go to their website. And let's go to stream let's go to where you can actually get uh to find some places to do for the weekend. So I got y'all with that one right there. So things to do. All right, here it is. So of course, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, of course, there's things to do. Let's get into the St. Patty's Day first before we can get to six things to do. So, because St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, which is Friday, Salente, St. Patrick's Day, formerly observed this Friday, will commemorate the feast day of St. Patrick, who is credited as the missionary and bishop who introduced Christianity to Ireland. This March 17th, join New Yorkers in a celebration of good luck and charms at numerous events and Salite across the city. Below are events in New York City listed in chronological order. To honor St. Patrick's, chow on Irish soda bread and green beer. Enjoy live Irish music and traditional step dancing, pub crawl, and celebrate all things Irish. Of course, it takes place in Manhattan. of the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade, um, which is the oldest and largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the world. The first parade was held on March 17, 1762, 14 years before the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The parade is held annually on March 17th at precisely 11 a.m. in honor of St. Patrick and patron saint of Ireland and of the Archdiocese of New York. Approximately 150,000 people march in the parade, which draws about 2 million spectators. And of course, yes, yes, tomorrow, which is the 17th, it starts at 11 a.m. and it takes place on Fifth Avenue at East 44th Street to East 79th Street, New York, New York. The 12th annual Sober St. Patrick's Day, a grand post-parade celebration of all things Irish, featuring all Ireland champions and award-winning dancers. The new venue is just steps away from the parade route. And of course, when it takes place tomorrow, March 17th, which is Friday, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Of course, takes place at the Church of Our Savior, Undercroft, 59 Park Avenue, and East 38th Street, New York, New York, 10012. This 2023 St. Patrick's Day Brunch and Parade, Fordham University and the Office of Alumni Relations invite you to march with Fordham in New York City's 262nd annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. When you arrive at the lineup location, please look out for the big Fordham balloons. A pre-parade brunch will be hosted at 9:30 a.m. at the Yale Club. This event costs $45 per adult, and $45 per adult. So that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah. All right, what the hell's going on here? Okay. There it is. Yeah, that's $45 right there. Anyway, yes, so when is it? So it takes place Friday, March 17th, 9:30 a.m. Brunch. 11:15 a.m. is the parade. And where is the brunch, you ask? The brunch is at the Yale Club of NYC, located at 50 Vanderbilt Avenue, New York, New York, 10017. And of course, there's a St. Patrick's Day at Chelsea Market. Wow. Chelsea Market. Hold on a second. Yes, Chelsea Market. Yes, join the Chelsea Market and enjoy live music, traditional Irish step dancing, and food and drink specials from Amy's Bread, featuring traditional Irish soda bread rings, St. Patrick's Day cupcakes, Guinness cakes with Bailey's frosting, and sourdough boules with shamrock stencils, Dixon's farm stand meats, serving $5 green beers, corned beef and cabbage, and more. Live music and Irish step dancing from the Niall O'Leary School of Irish Dance will begin at 6 p.m. on 15th Street, which starts at 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow, March 17th, which is a Friday. And also, there's more. Yes, Chelsea Market. 75th 9th Avenue, New York, 10011. Okay. And St. Patrick's Day celebration at Fifth and Mad. Um, the Fifth and Mad Bar and Lounge will feature a live DJ all day long for the St. Patrick's Day celebration. It starts tomorrow, March 17th, 12 p.m. Saturday, March 18th, 3 p.m. And of course, it's located at 7 East 36th Street, 7 East 36th Street, New York, 10016. That's 10016. St. Patrick's Day party at La Vibra NYC. La Vibra is a new cocktail lounge in the heart of the Chelsea neighborhood of New York City. General admissions is complimentary. Open bar admission includes entrance to the St. Patrick's Day event with beer, wine, sparkling, and St. Patty's themed drinks. And it starts tomorrow, March 17th, 1 p.m., 9 p.m. 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. And La Viva NYC is located at 30, what is it? 37B West 26th Street, New York, 10010. St. Patrick's Day sunset party at Somewhere Nowhere. Somewhere Nowhere NYC is the ultimate destination for those seeking an unforgettable St. Patrick's Day nightlife experience. Situated high above the bustling city, it boasts the title of the highest nightclub, rooftop, and pool in the entire metropolis. Patrons can soak up stunning views of the surrounding skyline while dancing the night away to with uh, a sunset party hosted by Booge Group Hospitality. And of course, when is it? It's going to be tomorrow, March 17th, which is a Friday, starts at 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Where Somewhere Nowhere is located at 112 West 25th Street, New York, 10001. St. Patrick's Day mass and stuff. So all that good stuff is there. So St. Patrick's Day mass and socials at St. Patrick's Cathedral. It will start at 5:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. And St. Patrick's Cathedral is located at Fifth Avenue, New York, 10022. And St. Patrick's Day happy hour at Marley's Irish Pub. And of course, it starts at 5:30. Marley's is located at 287 3rd Avenue, New York, 10010. I'm feeling lucky. St. Patrick's Day party cruise. This St. Patrick's Day set sail aboard the two-story Avalon yacht during the evening sunset hours as we mark the beginning of the spring season while enjoying breathtaking views of the New York City skyline. Let me just speed this up. So Friday, March 17th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and Avalon Yacht Sky Marina, 2430 FDR Drive, New York, 10010. St. Patrick's Day dance party at 235th. So 235th is located at 230 Fifth Avenue, New York, 10001. St. Patrick's Day party at the Dean. This one is okay, so this one, hold on a second. So 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. for St. Patrick's Day dance party at 235th. St. Patrick's Day party at the Dean it starts tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Dean NYC is located at 214 West 39th Street, Unit Number 5, New York, 10018. Kiss Me, I'm Irish, New York City, St. Patrick's Day bar crawl. Yeah, so that's going to start from the 6 p.m., which is tomorrow, March 17th, through Sunday, March 19th to 2 a.m. Drum is located at 85th Avenue A, New York, New York, 10009. St. Patrick's Day group dinner up at West Side. That starts tomorrow also, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Harvest Kitchen, 269 Columbus Avenue, New York, New York, 10023. LaPrade Con St. Patrick's Day celebration at the Copa is located. The Copa NYC is located at 625 West 51st Street, New York, New York, 1000019. It starts Friday, 7 p.m. And Saturday, March 18th, 2 a.m. Okay, so let's see. So we have the St. Patrick's Day party and beer pong competition at Sarah Mouse. That starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Sarah Mouse is located at 110 Delancey Street, New York, New York, 10002. St. Patty's Bar Crawl 2023. Saturday, March 18th, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. The Grayson 16th First Avenue, New York, New York, 10009. 2023 official St. Patrick's Bar Crawl. Saturday, March 18th, 11 a.m. through 9 p.m. And the late nightclub is located at 159 East Houston Street, New York, New York, 10002. St. Patrick's Day at Bounce Sporting Club starts also March 18th, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Bounce Sporting Club is located at 55 West 21st Street, New York, New York, 10010. St. Patrick's Day Weekend Drag Brunch is Sunday, March 19th, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Moki Dulce is located at 222 West 79th Street, New York, New York, 10024. Brooklyn, St. Patrick's Day Sunday roast at Coney Island Brewery. Sunday, March 19th, 2 p.m. is the starting time. And Coney Island Brewery is located at 1904 Surf Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11224. And St. Patrick's Day game night at Prime 143. Friday, March 17th, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Prime 143 is located at 143 Thames Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11237. St. Patrick's Day comedy show at Littlefield, and it's located at Littlefield is located at 635 Sackett Street, Brooklyn, New York, 12217. March 17th is tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. And St. Patrick's Day at Timeout Market it starts from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Timeout Market, New York is located at 55 Water Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11201. Now we go into Queens. St. Patrick's Day Scramble at Douglaston Golf Course. And yes, the entry is $150 entry fee per person. And it starts from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow, March 17th, which is Friday. Douglaston Golf Course is located at 6320 Marathon Parkway in Queens, New York, 11362. Yes. So yeah. All right. So let's see. Oh my gosh. All right, all right, all right. I think I'm going to actually okay, so let me just get 3 hours. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, 3 hours. I don't mean to do it. Anyway, let me just continue where I left off here and some stuff. I'm not gonna have time to get to California, but where was I? Queens. This is where I was. Queens, 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 Queens. Oh shit. Yeah, Queens. Where was I? Where is it? Queens. Yes, there it is. So, 40 Shades of Green, New York's St. Patrick's Day gathering. It starts 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the New York Irish Center is located at 1040 Jackson Avenue, Queens, New York, 11101. And and of course, St. Patrick's Day party at Game House. It's from 8 p.m. to Saturday, 8 p.m. tomorrow, March 17th, Saturday, March 18th, 1 a.m. Game House is located at 5-14 51st Avenue, Queens, New York. And Bayside St. Patrick's Day Parade. Each year, the Bayside Street, no, Bayside St. Patrick's Day Parade. Yeah. Saturday, March 25th, 1 p.m. Bell Boulevard is where it's going to take place. 35th Street, no, 35th Avenue to 43rd Avenue, Queens, New York, 11361. Let's get to, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm going to just speed through the places and the location. Let me just speed through the places, actually. Hold on a minute. That is not what I meant to do. Okay, so, all right, let me just get to the places. As I said, I'm not going to get to where um I'm not going to get to. All right, so here it is. So tomorrow, the Museum of Failure, which takes place at the Industry City, which is located. Hold on a minute here. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so the Museum of Failure. Okay, so this takes place. Okay, so Industry City, 220 36th Street, Brooklyn, in Brooklyn, starts from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is $16.50. Screening of Ithaca um takes place at the Macaulay Honors College, 35th 35 West 67th Street, Manhattan, New York, which is 7:45 p.m. from $12 to $15. Saturday, March 18th. The Friends Experience, the one in New York City. The Friends takes place at the Central Park Coffee Shop and more. Um, Located at East 130 East 23rd Street, the corner of 23rd Street and Lexington Avenue, Manhattan, New York, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it's $39.50. The whole B show also takes place on IN 2329 West 23rd Street, Manhattan, New York, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., which is $5. And finally, March 19th of Sunday, Times Square Kids Run at the United Airlines NYC, which is going to be, so registration is free and open to participants ages 2 to 11 of all abilities. Times Square, Manhattan, New York, 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. free. And finally, Brooklyn St. Patrick's Parade, which is going to take place The 15th Street and Prospect Park, West Brooklyn. Parade step off at 1:30 p.m. and it's free. All right, finally we got through this episode. I did not expect this to be 3 hours, but I wanted to actually give y'all some places to do for fun for the 3-day weekend, which is very important to me as a New Yorker and as a podcast host. So it's my duty to give y'all some relief from the stressful jobs you have and stuff, and y'all deserve this and stuff. So let me just go to our very last segment of the night, which is stream choices on the go. Let's go. And you folks know what to do, man. First and foremost, show your love by following Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with my sports podcast platform, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks Podcast, which is what TLKS stands for. It stands for Talks. The review show, Meticulous Values Podcast, which is also on the gram as well. Follow that. Make sure you follow me on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Turn your notifications and everything else in between, and updates on everything else. So, and go to the link in bio. When you go to the link in bio, it says Linktree/G Money Stacks. It's going to say a list of audio streaming platforms, which I'm going to mention to you right here. So, starting with Anchor, aka Spotify for podcasters, Audacity, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcasts. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download this app. Make sure you subscribe to every single stream platform that I just mentioned to you right here. Make sure you follow my other two shows, including this one right here that's also on iHeartRadio as well, Meticulous Values Podcast Review Show, this New York podcast platform, and of course, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks Podcast, the Sports Edition show. So there you have it right there. And finally, make sure you grab that subscribe button for me. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555. Leave a like and a comment, and and also click on the noti bell along with alerts so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream, along with the recording time, date, and everything in between. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course, be sure to listen, stream, watch, download these episodes, and of course, share the episodes, share the videos. Be sure to tell a friend to another friend, spread the word, and of course, share the link, share the podcast along with your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your wives, your husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, and the people you cool with from work and everywhere else where you meet new people, all right? That's going to do it for me, man. I'm your man, G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in and rocking with me on the 247th episode. I don't mean to make this long, but because it's because of St. Patrick's Day, I wanted to actually help y'all out on some things to do. So, in this case, like I always say, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. New York wasn't built in a day. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. Find and look for something that clicks to you, that makes you happy, alongside with being able to do what you love. Don't let any haters stop you from doing what you have to do with your career or whatever case scenario may be. You know what I'm saying? And don't let anybody tell you that you need haters to do things right. That's not fucking true. All right. And also be sure to Be yourself, be confident, be comfortable with your voice, and be consistent on your P's and Q's, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually. That gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in and rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been listening to any other podcast in the world, but y'all chose to listen to this New York podcast platform right here. Thank you so much. Peace out. One love. Enjoy the St. Patrick's Day parade. And alongside with your weekend, be careful out there. Stay liquid. Stay alert. And do everything else in between. And be safe out there. Peace and one love. Good night, everybody.